What's going on YouTube? Username Kite562 here with another response video. Now, I decided to make a little audio review of this, or audio response, whatever you want to call it. So, this is the BookTube Journey Tag. Now, I've been making BookTube content for, I'm going to say 3 to 4 years now, so 3.5. And this tag was originally made by Books and Things, so I'll leave a link down in the description below of this video. Now, this tag consists of 16 questions, so I thought I'd spend some time and answer them for you all. And again, as always, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content on this channel, so sit back and relax and listen to my responses to these 16 BookTube questions for the BookTube Journey Tag. So, for question number 1, how long have you been watching BookTube? For this question, I have to say, I've been watching BookTube. I didn't really start making content until 2021, but I've been watching BookTube content in general since 2020. So, as for the next question, how long have you been making BookTube videos? Since 2021, so I want to say 3.5 to 4 years, somewhere around there. And so, for question number 3, what made you start making videos? Well, I originally had a YouTube channel way back when, but again, it's long since deleted, but I've always enjoyed making content, making videos in general. I always enjoyed making films and whatnot, and I always thought the film industry was a really interesting place for my creative mind in general, is what I'd like to say. But I've always enjoyed making things, whether it be drawings, stories, poems. I'm just all around a creative person. And plus, I just enjoy making, content. So, for question number 4, are there any people who have played a significant role in your BookTube journey? Oh, a lot. Like, I have to say, I really enjoy the content from Gavin at Gavin Reads It All, or How to Train Your Gavin. Like, the one video that still sticks in my mind is his Dracula vlog, where he reads Dracula while also exploring some of the locations, and then this really amazing Dracula activity exhibit type of deal, like an interactive exhibit that's based around the Francis Ford Coppola film with Gary Oldman and Keanu Reeves as Jonathan Harker. Well, here's the premise. Jonathan Harker's played by Keanu Reeves and Dracula's played by Gary Oldman. It's just a really wonderful experience of a film, and I highly recommend you go watch it. So, as I said, there's a lot of people that have inspired me, and as of recently, I discovered, Michael K. Vaughan, Steve Donahue, and a whole bunch of others, and also Aaron Megan, so shout out to you. And there's just a whole bunch of other booktubers out there that I've discovered recently, and it's just been a really enjoyable journey for me as a whole. And so, for question number 5, what kind of books do I like to read? Mainly horror, like horror books, horror manga, but again, as always, I'm open to other genres as well. I'm making my way through the complete canon of Sherlock Holmes, and it's been an enjoyable experience for me as a whole. So, for question number 6, how has that changed since you started BookTube? Not much. I mean, I've been dabbling into classic literature, like Lovecraft, Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and just all around other things. I'm pretty particular about what I pick up to read, so not really much has changed, I'm afraid to say, but, I'm a pretty easy guy to please when it comes to things like this. So, for question number 7, what kind of videos do you like to make? I usually bounce between audio reviews like this, or like audio-only format videos, or podcast format videos like this, or just in front of the camera videos. I really don't know if I'd call them vlogs, but just in front of the camera reviews or audio only reviews. I find both formats relaxing because I couldn't just decide between one. So for question number 8, how has that changed since you started BookTube? Do you think your video making style has changed over time? Yes, quality-wise, but it's a simple change. Usually for my process, I like to, just take my time getting a good mental image of the thumbnail, or like the ongoing image of the thumbnail for the audio review, like for my Tentacle Tales Terror series that just goes on, or I'll just pick a basic thumbnail from the video images that's created from the raw video footage that I record on my Canon camera. So it's just a wonderful experience. And so I don't think much has changed, but I just mainly focus on making sure the audio sounds good and there's no ums, uhs, or whatever, or like really like annoying mouth smacks or anything, but I know how to edit all that out, so I'm pretty happy about that. So not really much has changed for that method as a whole. It's really simple and to the point for me. And also I use the scheduling feature a lot that YouTube offers. So that's just been an absolute useful tool for me as a whole. And so for question number 9, do you script or edit your videos? Has that changed over time? Not really, but I do take notes on what I read because I really can't go without notes whenever I read something because I really like to go into details with my reviews as spoiler-free as possible and just spark a discussion with people who listen or watch my content as a whole. I want new people to discover these books that may go unnoticed in like a library or a used bookstore. I'm more drawn to like older works of fiction as a whole, but again, I'm always open to other genres as well. And so, for question number 10, what's the most viewed video on your channel? I have to say my brief look at the complete tales of H.P. Lovecraft novel, that's like 800 or in something views, so I'll leave a link to it on the top right of this recording. So again, question number 11, what's your most favorite video you've ever made? Well, I have to say all 22 video reviews of the manga Beastars I'm quite proud of, so hopefully when the final season drops of the anime, it'll get a spark in reviews. But as always, my channel's just a hobby, just to document my thoughts on what I've recently read, whilst also keeping my editing skills sharp. I have no plans of making my hobby a job, but I just enjoy making content like this as a whole. So for question number 12, do you have a favorite book you read because of BookTube? Again, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Gavin Reads It All, his Dracula blog. Again, I'll leave a link to that blog in the top right, and I'll leave a link to it down below. Really funny guy, really soothing content he makes. And on to question 13. Do you have a favorite BookTube experience to talk about? Just discovering all the unique booktubers out there with the wide variety of interests. Like there's a lot of booktubers that I watch. There's Tristan in the Classics, Michael K. Vaughn, like I mentioned before, Joe Spivey. I mean, there is a ton. It's hard to keep up. But, you know, variety is a good thing, and I'm glad it's full of surprises. So, number 14 is the question. What does your book collection look like? It's a mix of hardbacks, paperbacks, new books, old books, gifted books, books I've inherited. It's a mix of everything. It's a cornucopia of everything around the sun. Like I've inherited books from friends, family members, I've been gifted new books. It's just, I'm happy with the little library I have at my fingertips as of now, since, again, I'm still reading what I currently own, and please do make use of your local libraries. It would be absolutely wonderful if you would. They're an absolute money saver, just my opinion out there. And so on to question number 15. What advice would you give to new people starting a BookTube channel? Please don't push yourself to extreme limits. You don't have to break the bank. Like literally how I'm recording this video, I'm using Audacity, which is free. I'm also using a basic USB mic, which only costed me $50, but again, I saved up for it and just waited. And I also made a list of the editing equipment I wanted to save up for down the road or earn with scholarships, since again, I have a bachelor's degree in video and audio production. I mean, I wouldn't have this set up if I didn't get all those scholarships all those years ago. I wouldn't be here now making content or this video as a whole. And so, again, please don't push yourself to crazy limits to make BookTube content. You can even start out using like Windows Movie Maker or iMovie, and your phone even, it has a decent camera on it. So definitely start out simple and then work your way up to the big editing software suites or whatnot. You don't have to break the bank when it comes to starting off with any hobby. If you want to make your BookTube channel a job, cool, I'm happy for you. That's just not my cup of tea here. I'm just a guy documenting my thoughts on what I've read. So for the last question, tag some people. Well, I tag all of you who have sat through and listened to this video and tell me what are your answers to these questions. Again, this tag was originally made by Books and Things, so I'll leave a link to the video down below. So as always, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content on this channel. I'm Kite562 signing out from Kite562 Books and Mangas Reviews. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, everybody. Later.